Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing well so far. So this is our, hello, that's my cat. So this is our next activity that I'll be demoing, and it's the surrealism activity. So you should get yourself a magazine of some sorts, some tape or glue if you have any. If you don't, you can just take a picture of your thing put in place. I'll show what that might look like. You get yourself some paper and some drawing utensils. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking through the magazine that I have. It happens to be about Shakespeare. And I'm flipping through it and I find this one part with these adorable babies that just looks so chill, and I just decide, you know what, that's going to be my surreal element for this piece. So I cut out the chill baby, and I'm starting to think as I'm cutting it out very slowly and carefully, what can I do to make this surreal? So I decide scale. Scale is how big or small things look compared to each other in an image. So a lot of scale is an illusion. So in order to make the illusion that this baby is humongous, because I've decided huge baby is very surreal and hilarious. The way to make this look surreal by increasing the scale is just moving it up in the picture plane to the background. So the background is the part that looks farthest away from the viewer in the picture plane. So it's not physically farthest away, everything's at the same level because it's a flat piece of paper, but it looks like it's farther away. The next part is the midground, which is the area between the background and the foreground. So midground is kind of right in the middle, something that's not too far away and not too close. The closest looking things are in the foreground. So whatever you think would be right in front of you if you were here in this scene that I'm drawing, that's your foreground. So everyone, when you make this, should include a foreground, middle ground, and background into their composition to show that depth, that illusion of depth. So we're making a 2D piece of paper that's flat look like it's a 3D space. So this is the composition that I've made. I've made a little mountain scene with a river in the middle. So mountains are my background, mountains and sky. The middle is, my midground is water, and then my foreground is the little spot with the tree. So what I'm doing here is I'm rolling up some tape to put on the back of my magazine cutout of the baby. And as I do that, I'm just taking a few pieces of tape, not too long, rolling them up and putting them on the back. If you have double-sided tape, you can just put a piece of tape on the back. If you have glue, even better, put that on the back and place your cutout right where you want it in your scene. If you don't have anything to glue down your image, that's totally okay, because we live in the modern age where you can just plop it right where you want it on the scene, take a picture, and no one will know that it wasn't glued down. So just so long as you can put it in the spot in your composition and then draw around it. So during this part, I am filling it in with Sharpie. I decided I wanted to do a bit more detail in Sharpie, and that way you can really see my image pop. Whatever you have, though, is fine. We're working with what we have, and I'm filling this in, giving it some details. And one last thing about foreground, middle ground, and background is that the closer you are to something, the more you see details. So notice how the mountains don't have as many details as the trees in the midground, the trees in water, and the tree in the front is very detailed because it's closest to us. So it's like you can see individual blades of grass up close, but you can't see far away ones. So that is the final product. Let me know if you have questions. Of course, you can do the whole thing as one drawing, and your magazine cutout doesn't have to be a magazine cutout. It can be something that you choose to draw in. That's totally fine. However you want to do this, whatever supplies you have, totally up to you. Have fun making a goofy or eerie, surreal scene using what you have and your imagination. Thank you.